Hey guys, I'm back with another video for you guys today. Hopefully this one is better than the last one I watched, because the last one I watched was stupid in the sense of he was watching me in the shower. And if you guys watch that one, it's literally the dumbest thing ever, and I don't even want to get into it because I'll just get pissed. Because it was the stupidest thing ever. So now we're going to be watching another thriller video. Hopefully this one's a bit better and not as stupid. Haunted Road Trip, animated horror stories. Apparently I can't download this video because apparently there's a... Really? This video of all videos? Really? Like every other thing it was fine, but this one I just can't do because there's a virus on it. Like, what? Hello? While I'm dealing with this shit though, yeah, that was just so stupid. Like, I don't even understand why that's the case. Like, why there's no curtains, why you left the door open. Like, you're just asking to die at that point. Like, I don't even know what you're doing. But this one is Haunted Road Trip, animated horror story. But honestly, road trips are pretty fun, I feel like. They'd be pretty fun, right? It's not even downloaded. What are you doing? Okay, I have to deal with this. Give me a second, guys. After some unknown issues, we're back. I was able to download a video like 25 years later. Let's make sure it opens. Yes, it does. Perfect. Okay, so Haunted Road Trip, animated horror stories. Oh, okay. I was going to say something different. Anyways, yeah, Haunted Road Trip. Again, it's a thriller video. That's the last video I did as well. It was a thriller video. This one was uploaded I think a few weeks ago or a few days ago. It's slightly longer than the other video. And yeah, road trips can be fun, but they can also be haunted. It depends if you're going at nighttime. If you're going in the daytime, you're likely fine. But if it's a nighttime road trip, good luck. Let's go, guys.
Hello everyone, I am back again with another horror story. This story was sent in by a subscriber. Let me tell you her story. Around 30 years ago, my friend Todd and I decided to go camping in a forest. We wanted to feel closer to nature and experience the outdoors like people before our time, but we also wanted to sleep in a bed and have our coffee, so we decided to get a cabin. He lived by one rule: one can only find true peace away from busy city life. I liked his idea. He proposed we don't take any popular tourist spots. Instead, we should rent a secluded cabin on the outskirts of Rambling Pine Campground about an hour from Washington, D.C. They called it the Willow's Hut. A long road led to it called Willow Street. Todd booked the cabin and it was stocked with all our needs such as firewood, food, and water. But as luck would have it, Todd had a work emergency. "We can go after I get off from work. It won't be that dark, and it's just an hour's drive. We'll be there in no time," he assured me. I agreed, but since we didn't have a car back then, I was a little worried. Todd had a friend who lived near Rambling Pine who had agreed to give us his car. We took a bus to the campground and reached the house but ran into bad luck. His friend had waited all morning and then left because Todd forgot to call ahead. In the 80s, we didn't have Uber or Lyft, so we tried hailing a cab. Once the cab came, we told the driver to take us to Willow Street. He looked at us in disbelief. "You want to go to the Willow's Hut? After dark? Are you sure?" "Yeah, we're sure. How far is it from here? Can you give me an estimate of the time and fare?" "No way. Even animals avoid Willow Street. It's haunted. Nobody goes there, especially after sunset. It just isn't safe." "Oh, come on. If you're looking to make an extra dollar, just say it. Don't try and spook us with ghost stories. It won't work." "No, sir. I'm just too scared to go in there. The stories they tell you, they're all true." Finally, the driver agreed to take us to the Willow's cabin, but only after we agreed to pay him double the fare. It was a quiet summer evening, and the roads were nearly empty.
Why is he shivering?
When we
Like,
finally
you're
crossed
fine.
Rambling Pine, so the car had to drive slowly. Half an hour later, we came across a board saying Willow Street, and the cab driver turned towards the forest. The car's headlights lit up the road. The shrubs, branches, and rocks cast eerie-looking shadows. I thought my mind was just playing tricks on me, and that the shadows were pretty normal. But the driver looked terrified. He was praying all throughout the ride, and he thought the shadows were all sorts of witches and ghosts. Todd and I kept poking fun at him, spooking him, pointing at something scary in the dark and laughing at him. When I looked at my watch, I was surprised that we'd been driving for an hour. "Hey, are we lost or something? Do you know the way? It's supposed to be a few minutes away from the Rambling Pine Campground. Where are we, man?" I was worried, but the driver was as white as a sheet. He wiped the sweat off his forehead and said, "We're on the right street, I think. I know the way well because I come here all the time, but only during the day." Maybe we drove down a detour? It's pretty dark. We started looking around, trying to find a way or turn. The sky was black, no stars or moon. There was dense, pitch black darkness in the forest.
That's creepy as
The
fuck.
possibility of getting lost there sent a chill down my spine. Todd saw something
Oh,
outside
shit.
the window in the forest. It was a man walking alongside the car.
Why is he looking
I
like
got
that?
the car stopped near him, hoping he was from a nearby town. He was draped in an ebony scarf which covered
Look
his
at his
face.
eyes.
I could see his hair dangling along his shoulders. Rolling down the window, I called out, "Hey buddy, can you tell me which way to the cabin? We can't seem to find it. This is Willow Street, right?" Oddly, he didn't stop. It was as if he couldn't hear me and didn't even look up to me. He just gestured to the left as if the cabin was somewhere out there. There was a small dirt road and the driver turned left. It was bumpy, but we were desperate to find our way. He had to drive even slower. I turned around to thank the man, and I felt cold and numb with fear as if my soul had left my body.
He was gone?
Speechless, I grabbed Todd's shoulder and he turned around. That man was floating a few feet up in the air and he was following the car.
What?
His hair was flowing in the wind and the scarf had fallen from his face, but I couldn't make out anything in the dark. We started freaking out. Scared out of his mind, the cab driver put his foot on the gas and zoomed full speed down the bumpy road. Thankfully, a few minutes later, we saw the cabin lights. Speeding into the driveway compound, the driver yelled at the groundskeeper to shut the fence. He quickly closed the gates and ran to our side. One look at our faces and he said, "You really shouldn't have driven out in the dark. Willow Street can be dangerous. Strange things have been happening for the past few months. People say it's haunted by ghosts and ghouls roaming around after dark. If they find someone after the sun sets, that person does not see the morning light. They don't let anyone live." To this day, if someone talks about camping or cabins, I get goosebumps. I can never forget that terrifying night. I cannot forget the faceless floating man. Or was it a ghoul? In the morning, Todd was packed up and ready to go home. He shuddered. I can't spend a minute more in fear. My dull, drab city life is much better than this haunted forest.
I mean, pretty hard to believe that somebody was just floating above your car watching you. Like, you had to either have been dreaming or hallucinating. Well, not dreaming, but like daydreaming, or because you were obviously not. You're telling me that someone was just like floating in the sky. Coincidentally, someone was just like floating in the sky. Yeah, I'm so sure. Like, I don't want to say ghosts are real because I don't know if they are or not, but like, really? He was just flying in the sky watching you? Like, no. If it's haunted, okay, I don't know exactly what happens to houses that are haunted. Like, I think my best friend's grandma's house in the Philippines is haunted, and he's actually there right now, so I think he's actually getting haunted right this second. But it's daytime there. It's like 11:27 p.m. here. It's 11:27 a.m. there, so, you know. Yeah. But with that being said, I don't go camping just because, not because of ghosts, but just because I don't want to be in a tent. I don't want to be. I think I went camping once, but it wasn't really camping because it was like a cabin, and it was like a school trip for like 3 days, which was kind of weird, just because like I didn't like that, just because, you know, I don't like that, being with like schoolmates for like 3 days, and it's just weird sleeping in the same like bunk beds and all that. It was just kind of weird. Like, I didn't like it. And then like if someone's too loud, you can't sleep, and then, you know, it was just not fun. It wasn't cool. But with that being said, that's the end of the video. If you guys did enjoy it, be sure to give it a like. Be sure to comment down below what you guys thought of this video. Do you guys believe in ghosts? Because I don't want to say they're not real, but it's kind of hard for me to believe that there's someone just like floating in the sky that I can see physically. I can see them floating above me. No, literally not possible. So again, not to lure out any ghosts or anything, knock on wood, but like, to me it just doesn't make any sense. But maybe they're not crazy. Maybe they actually did see it. I have no idea. But that's why I don't go camping, in case I get eaten by a bear, in case there's anything evil, spirits, anything just like that. I just don't fuck with that shit. So I'll pass. I'll stay at home and I'll chill here. But yeah, I'll thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Be sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and yeah, subscribe to me and to our Twitter. And I'll see you guys later. Deuces. Peace.